family, Chauncey fam here, Dallas Fort Worth Realtor with Family Realty Group and EXP Realty, and I'm back with another vlog, y'all. All right, so before we get started, as always, go subscribe, click the little bell button so that you're notified every time I drop one of these cool videos. Every time I start a vlog. Okay, as always, go down below, subscribe, like this video, also hit the little bell button so you're notified every time I drop one of these wonderful videos. So let's get at it. So today's topic, again, talking to the agents out there, because I'm just like being inundated with you guys. You're everywhere right now. You're like little cockroaches. So figured I'd make another video for the agents, and this one is going to be about leads. All things leads, lead generating, lead related, leads. So first thing that you need to understand is exactly what is a lead. I think this is one of the biggest things that gets misconstrued with salespeople in general, but more importantly, real estate people, especially when they first start in the business. You guys have something in your brain as to what a lead is, and that ain't it, okay? So a lead is literally, by definition, which I Googled it, hold on, let me read it for you. It is, a sales lead is a person or business who may eventually become a client. Let me read that again. A sales lead is a person or business who may eventually become a client. So here's where I think the first issue with leads comes in with real estate people. When you first start, you have this idea that you're gonna get your license, you're gonna put it on Facebook, everyone's gonna know that you have a license, so duh, they're gonna call you whenever they need to buy or sell a house, and they're just gonna come to you and you're gonna show them houses and you're gonna stick a sign in the yard and then you're gonna get rich. And that ain't how it works, right? So the very first things you need to understand about the business is nothing matters if you don't know how to generate leads. But secondly, nothing definitely matters if you don't know how to follow up with those leads. So let's talk a little bit about what a lead looks like. So I have so many new agents that get into the business and think that simply by getting leads, that's going to fix all of their problems. Guys, there are so many ways to get leads. You can get leads by knocking on people's doors. You can get leads by cold calling people. Hell, you can get leads talking to your kid's school. You can get leads at McDonald's in the drive-thru. You can get leads sitting at Starbucks working on your computer and someone comes over and asks you what you're doing and you tell them you're a real estate agent. Like literally, it's a million ways out there to get leads. Huge problem though is new agents tend to think that a lead is supposed to be hot and ready to buy right now. Guys, real estate ain't Skittles, okay? It's not a piece of candy at the gas station that people just impulsively typically decide, I want to just buy a house. So that when they come to you, they're ready to buy right now. That ain't how it works. Typically, when you get a lead that is interested in buying or possibly even selling a home, there is a whole process that goes into that. They're gonna want to know you, they're gonna wanna get to know the process, they're going to wanna make sure that you are the right person for them to work with. So you've got to actually nurture them. So guys, you've got to, number one, stop thinking that a lead is someone that as soon as you talk to them, they're gonna tell you, I'm ready to schedule to go and see 10 houses on Saturday. They're gonna pull a trigger on one of those houses. They're gonna be in a house in the next 30 days and you're getting a check. That ain't how this shit works. Not at all, okay? So a lead is just someone that is now going to enter your ecosystem or your database, that it is your job now to create systems or a system of follow-up so that you can stay in front of them, so that you can figure out what their needs are, provide solutions for those needs, and just kind of remind them that you're there to help them out. And you're nurturing them through whatever process and end game that they're trying to reach. So that's the first thing, is just understanding what an actual lead is. That's it. It's a name, it's a phone number, it's an email address of somebody that may eventually do business with you, and it's gonna be your job to kind of get them from point A to point B. Make sense? All right. All right, so then the second thing about leads is arguably the most important thing, even more so than getting the leads, is going to be the follow-up. Anyone that is producing at a high level in real estate is gonna tell you that the money is in the follow-up. I mean, I'm guilty of this as well. And I see so many new agents do this that will get a lead, whether it's an online lead from Facebook or from Zillow or realtor.com or wherever the case it may come from. But they get this lead and they talk to the person one time, realize that the person isn't quite ready to make a move right now on either buying or selling property. And then they stop reaching out to them. Here goes my dog. I can't make videos without the universe just shitting on me. I just can't. So back to what I was saying. So following up is super duper important. So all of these new agents and seasoned agents are so guilty of getting leads, and because somebody can't do something right now, or they don't want to make a move right now, then you just forget about them. You stop reaching out to them, you stop emailing, you stop calling. You don't have a system necessarily to reach out and do all of those things. So you're trying to remember in your brain, like, did I call Sarah? Did I follow up with Brandon? Is Susan, is she on my list? Guys, it is so imperative to follow up with these people, but not only just follow up, but to have a system that can even automatically, and you can kind of like automate the process of following up with leads. You need a paycheck tomorrow, just like you need a paycheck in 6 months from now. So just because a lead isn't quite ready right this second, doesn't mean that you just like forget about them and move on. Again, any high-level producer will tell you that there are people that are in their database that have probably been on drip campaigns, have been getting emails month after month after month for 8, 9, 10 months. They haven't even talked to them, and then all of a sudden they'll raise their hand because they remember those emails. They remember all of those touches that you've made. They've remembered you reaching out via phone call, via text, via email. And when they are ready to make that move, you're the one that's in front of them, and you're the one that they're going to take action with. So again, I really want to make it like super duper clear that yes, leads are very important, and without a lead, you can't continue on through the sales cycle. But understanding that a lead is not going to fix all of your problems if you don't know how to keep up with it and follow up with it and nurture it and actually get it to the point of becoming a transaction, then leads ain't gonna fix your problem.
You can't close the leads you're given. You can't close shit.
You need leads, and then on top of the leads, you need a system of follow-up, which is gonna bring me kind of to like another thing that I'm seeing out here, especially working with a lot of new agents. A big question that I get, the first question that I got when I had my brokerage from agents, like, do you give leads? Do you give me leads? Do you hand out leads? Guys, ain't nobody giving you leads.
Because to give them to you is just throwing them away.
If you hop yourself on a team and you prove yourself, and that team leader knows that you're like closing deals, and if they hand somebody off to you, you're gonna follow up with them, and they ain't got but a couple of choices, which is to buy or sell a house with you or get a restraining order because you're gonna be on them like white on rice, then maybe somebody will give you a lead. Because what you have to understand is that leads and getting leads take time, or they take money. And it's costing someone either time or money to acquire that lead. And you are literally, as your brand new self, not knowing what to say, how to say it, when to say it, what to do, you're wanting someone to take their hard-earned time or money acquiring leads and then just give it to you and hope you do something with it. Hell no, ain't nobody doing that. Like, that's not how it works. So setting the right expectations and asking the right questions when you get started is super duper important. I never started this business and thought I want someone to give me leads. I started this business and said I need to know how to get them myself. What is the process to get them myself? And guys, there are so many different ways to get leads and to generate leads based on different budgets. If you have no budget at all, you can still get out there and grind it out, get a crap ton of deals, get a crap ton of leads, nurture those leads, turn them into transactions and make good money. And then you take the money that you made there and reinvest it and start investing it in some of the other methods to get leads that may actually take money. But you need to be thinking about ways that you can generate leads. And it kind of goes to the old saying, I don't know, I'm probably about to totally butcher this whole saying, but it's like, you give a man a fish, he eats one day. You teach him how to fish, he eats for life. That's kind of how it is in sales environments and especially in real estate. Nobody just wants to give you leads. Again, especially if they don't know that you can close them. You should be asking questions when you're going to brokerages and you're going to teams and asking them if they will actually teach you what it takes and some creative and cool different lead generating options so that you can learn how to do it on your own. Which also then leads me to the last thing that I'd like to kind of chat with you about. Guys, with getting leads, and when you talk to people, depending on how long they've been in the business or what they're really good at, what their skill set is, everyone has a different way of doing it. I'm pretty sure the way that I do it is very unorthodox. I do something called ninja marketing. We'll get into that a whole nother way, but it's basically like I attract people to me, right? I don't necessarily prospect and go out and make cold calls and door knock and chase business. I make myself look very appetizing and appealing, and then they come to me, right? So that's like one way that you can capture leads. But make sure that when you are starting in the business, that you're not simply getting tunnel vision, looking at someone that's really successful or that's, you know, selling the amount of houses that you think you want to sell, and then you're trying to mimic what they do. Because guys, let me tell you, it's some stuff out there that like, I ain't gonna do it. Like, I'm just not going to do it. And it's not because I think I'm better than those activities. It's just that I know it's not sustainable. And for me, building a business is all about fitting my business into my life instead of fitting my life into my business. And I left corporate America because I didn't like what the hell I was doing. So why would I leave corporate America, go into a business that I am solely responsible for, and have to do a bunch of shit I don't like to do, right? So I think understanding that when you get into this business, that yes, you've got to get leads. You've got to figure out a way to get them and attract leads. You've got to figure out a system to keep up with those leads. And you can't expect for anyone to give it to you. But more importantly, figuring out all of those things, you need to kind of tap into what you're good at, the things that you like, and not necessarily get tunnel vision on just trying to execute someone else's system because it may not work for you. And those are the important questions to be asking when you're starting a team or trying to figure out what brokerage to go to is, hey, do y'all teach different methods of getting leads? Do you teach creative ways of getting leads based on different budgets? Do you teach me how I can learn how to get leads and attract leads without spending any money until I have more to invest in my business? Those are the right questions to ask instead of, will you give me a lead? Because ultimately, getting a lead, you don't know how to follow it up. You don't know how it was obtained. You don't know how to get them on your own. Your business isn't going to be sustainable anyway. So I'm off of my lead soapbox, but would like to just go on and plug EXP in there because, you know, I got to plug EXP. That was one of the main reasons why I did choose to kind of switch over, is because in your downline and in your network that you're working within, you have all of these people that now have a vested interest in your success. And guys, you get so many different tips and tricks and ideas and systems from all of these different people that are producing at different, you know, varying levels, but they all kind of have a hand in your success. And they're gonna just tell you what you need to do. So that's why you should probably join EXP. So if you are interested in learning more tips and tricks from me on creative lead generating, utilizing ninja marketing, and being an attractor instead of a hunter, then feel free to look down in the description, book a call with me on that Pick Chauncey's Brain. There's a link below, and then we can chit chat about it, see if it's a good fit. Otherwise, until next time, pieces. Wait, not pieces, deuces. Deuces, peace. I totally fucked that up. Bye, y'all. Bye, till next week.